Welcome back to Pipe and Tobacco Talk. This is episode 12. I'm Jim. I'm at Ice Station Zebra. With me, as always, is Tim. Tim, read him the disclaimer.
This podcast will expose the listener to offensive, insensitive, off-putting, and otherwise socially unacceptable content known to the state of California to cause cancer. To avoid injury, the sponsors of this podcast suggest you grow a pair. And there you have it.
There you have it. We're on a roll now. Excitingly enough, this week we have Mitchell from MBSD Pipes, and we're very excited to have him on because this is the second pipe giveaway, the second pipe contest. And we wanted to talk to Mitchell about his business and get to know him a little bit. And then we're going to read your dad jokes. And let me tell you, y'all did not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. They're hilarious. Thank you. So let's get started. Yeah. Mitchell, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business, MBSDpipes.com.
Yeah, we're a small family business. It's my wife. We've got 2 daughters. They also do their part. We started a couple of years ago, and my wife does all the accounting and shipping. I do most of the restoring and listing. We have a little bit of help on the outside with the website, but a couple of years ago, we wanted to find a way that could supplement my income and would allow my wife to be able to stay home with our daughters. And we saw pipes and as the best avenue to do that.
Excellent. I've been to your website a couple of times. One of the things that most interests me from your website, in addition to the tremendous amount of estate pipes that you've pulled together, you have your own line of Emerson pipes. How'd you do that?
Yeah, it took a long time getting to know people in Turkey. We noticed there wasn't a lot of American-based meerschaum sellers, and through the years, just getting to know guys, in Turkey that we could work with that made great pipes. That was the biggest part, trying to fill a gap in the market and also have a wide range of inventory that kind of meets every budget, try to meet the customer where they're at.
Okay.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah. Mitchell, you and I have, we met maybe a year ago online and then had some phone conversations. And we've had some things go back and forth between us. And I've been really impressed with the amount of effort that you guys put into packaging. Can you talk a little bit about that? I mean, you guys put a lot of effort into that.
That's credit to my wife. When she was a young girl, her mom owned an e-commerce business, and part of her duties was to help her mom ship orders. And through doing that, she just became very efficient at shipping. She cares a lot about the presentation, how when a pipe arrives to a customer, that when they open it, they know it comes from us. And she takes what she does personally and puts a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I have to tell you,
impressed.
Yeah. I after the box I got from y'all, both packages that I've gotten from you have been spectacularly wrapped. Red, white, and blue wrapping, which I absolutely love. There's a layer of red, there's a layer of white, there's a layer of blue. Spectacular. And she writes a nice note, a thank you on top of the box in a really cool marker. And it's just, it's one of those finishing touches that really mean the world to people like me. So well done. Tell Sarah she did a good job.
Will do. If she's ever sick, we're in trouble. You might get a bubble mailer if it's coming from me. Yeah. All credit to Sarah.
Yeah. Well, recently Amazon sent me a bottle of Plum bitters in a bubble wrap, and which was really cool because it only leaked all over the mailbox, which is really fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Outstanding. So tell us a little bit. You carry Peterson, you carry Savinelli, you do estate pipes, you have your own line of meerschaum, And I've seen some artisan pipes on your site as well. Do you do consignment for artisan pipe makers?
We do. Some we own outright. Tim's, for example, we sell on commission. It, we try to, the same way we try to meet customers where they are as far as what they want, you know, budget wise. We do the same thing with artisan pipe makers. We try to, if it makes sense to buy the pipes outright, we can do that. Sometimes it's better to give the pipe maker more control over the situation, the pricing, to sell on commission. So, yeah, either way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then, Mitchell, the estate pipe side of the business. Tell us a little bit about that. Where do you source your pipes, and how much of the restoring do you do personally?
We outsource probably 30% of our restoration, and we use several shops. That's probably the hardest part of what we do, is finding quality pipes and keeping them in stock. The worst thing to happen is if you don't have inventory and you're going out searching for inventory and having to overpay for inventory, which therefore you're having to charge more because you have a lack of inventory. So the key is to have, if we get a shipment of pipes in today, we don't need to list those pipes for 90 to 120 days before we start working through the current inventory we have and start working through new inventory. Yeah, that's the most challenging part, is keeping quality estate pipes in stock, because that's the heart of our business.
Yeah. So, excuse me, is it tough to source estate pipes and have a good supply of them at the ready?
It's a constant. We probably put more effort into searching for pipes than we do anything else. If I'm eating dinner and I get a phone call of someone wanting to sell pipes, I'm probably going to answer that phone call. We get them from all over the world. A couple weeks ago, we got a big shipment in from Denmark. Friday from Ohio. They come from all over the place, from all types of people. Sometimes it's a death in the family. Sometimes it's someone just wanting to downsize their collection. Sometimes it's shops going out of business. So in any way we can find pipes, which we try to.
Let's see. Okay. And then overall, you cover a wide breadth of, excuse me, quality and price range. What's the low end and what's the high end that you'll run through your site?
$50 and up to probably the very high end, probably $500-$600. That's the sweet spot. There's some guys out there that are very good at what they do, that sell higher end pipes, and they're great at what they do. Our market is, $50 up to $500, $600 in that range.
I see. Okay.
Now, I did subscribe to your newsletter, which I'm excited to get. How many subscribers do you have? If you don't want to say.
I'm not sure. It's over 100 now, which is pretty good. It's a matter of finding the time to write the newsletter. That's difficult. We added someone new this week who's going to be doing a lot of writing for us that we're excited about. I don't want to say his name yet, but our blog's going to get much better with his addition, for sure.
Excellent.
Oh, wow. Great.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Now, one of the things that's always, that compels me, because it's part of my business life, are you monitoring your activity? How many hits you're getting a week? How many people are stopping by the site? Are you happy with the results? Are you driving the business the way you want to?
We grew our business on eBay. So I thought I had a good understanding of who our customer base was based on eBay. And since we started the site, I've realized that I was totally wrong. We get a lot of traffic from Instagram, which is a younger customer base. And we have customers up to 90 who call and place phone orders. But seeing where the traffic comes from, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or even customers who follow us from eBay onto the website, it's been we're happy with the progress. Each month we're slowly growing. Yeah, we're happy with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Do you notice, Mitchell, different times of the year, or whether it's pardon me, um, on the tail end or just before big shows, that there's peaks and valleys in demand for pipes? What does that look like to you? Um, Times a
Quarter
year?
quarter four is by far the best time of year. When school starts is by far the slowest.
Uh,
If the weather is nice across most of the country, it's going to be a slower day. Um, it- we're friends with Briarville Rich, the pipe restorer, and I was talking to him a few weeks ago, and he said for as long as he's been in business, something about when the school year starts, sales just disappear, and then 2 or 3 weeks later they start to pick up, and then you go into quarter four. Um, I think our perception may be a little bit off because of the COVID years,
hmm.
and then the economy's also struggled these past couple of years. So it's kind of I don't know if this is the new normal and it's just going to be how it is now. Um, but yeah, quarter four is by far the biggest time of year for us,
Okay.
going into Christmas.
Interesting. Yeah. Right. And that makes sense, I
Right.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's my industry too. You can set up your watch by it. When does school start? September 10th. We're done. If we're not selling backpacks and spiral binders, we're not doing very well.
And until we started the website, even because eBay is a little bit more consistent. Um, having kids and seeing how much money we spend just to send them back to school, it makes sense, from a dad perspective.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Expensive.
Right. And
Very.
don't worry, they're going to be teenagers soon, and you'll have to have a bathroom out in the garage or put one in the basement because you're just not going to see your bathroom ever again.
Yep.
Yeah. My daughter kept, it's like, no, here you go. We're buying a house that has a bathroom for you because periodically I need to use the bathroom.
Fortunately, we have our own bathroom, and the girls share a bathroom. The oldest hasn't come to the realization yet that she has to share her bathroom with our 4-year-old. But she's starting to learn that is also her sister's bathroom.
See, when my kids were at home, the good thing was the BP station was only like 3 blocks away, and I had a key.
Nothing beats a gas station bathroom, Tim. Nothing at all.
Right. That's right.
Excellent. Well, I want to jump in because I got 2 pipes from you this week. And I am a sucker for Dublins. And you had this, actually it's a Zulu, but we'll call it a Dublin. The Kamois Zulu, absolutely spectacular. It is just the right size. Spectacular grain on it. It was brand new, unsmoked. Absolutely love it. Just a wonderful pipe. And then I bought a pipe that's a wee little fella. And I got this specific, the BBB. And I got this just so that I have a small briar pipe that I can test individual blending components in. And again, the quality of care that you sent, how it was wrapped up. I'm old. It was like a hostage negotiation. Okay, well, here's a layer, and here's another layer, and here's another, and you just knew everything was going to be just fine with the pipes because of the amount of care that Sarah took in putting everything together. Just a wonderful experience, and I can't say thank you enough.
You mentioned where we get the pipes. The convoys you have there, the new one, it came from a gentleman in South Carolina. He's had them for about 10 years, and there's probably about 20 of them total that we got, all unsmoked. The way he got them, Convoys shipped a big, box of these pipes, and there's about 200 of them, and they got lost in the mail. So the person they were being shipped to never got these pipes. So then they sit in the lost mail section, for however long, and then they go to auction. and that's where he got them. So he
Oh,
got
okay.
them, and just sat on them for the past 10 years until we were able to buy them from him. And then the BBB came from Denmark, a gentleman in Denmark. So
Very nice.
It's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, tonight, kids, and I know that you're all excited about this, we have a Christmas 626 Christmas 23 Savinelli pipe that we're giving away to the winner of the best dad joke that we got. And I can't tell you how excited I am to read all 28 pages of them. Y'all went all out on this, and it was spectacular. I know Tim got some. I know I got some. So, Tim, do you want to read yours off first, and then I'll go through my.
Why don't you go ahead? Mine are on my iPad, and I've got to reach back here and get it.
Oh, all right. Well, here we go. All right. So the first one is from GigEffects. I went to a smoke shop only to discover it had been replaced by an apparel store. Clothes, but no cigar.
God.
Spectacular. Jared Boof. What do you call a dog with no legs? Doesn't matter. He won't come anyway.
Here, Brad Logan. I was watching an Australian baking show the other day. The chef took some egg whites and sugar and whipped it into meringue for the top of a pie. The crowd was ecstatic, cheering, hooting, hollering. And I thought, wow, that's weird. Usually in Australia, they boo meringue.
Oh. A proctologist walks into the waiting room. Patient sees a rectal thermometer behind his ear and asks, "What's that all about?" Doctor says, "Ah, damn it. Some ass has got my pen."
Good one.
That was Tiger Slug Radio Unlimited. Well done, Tiger Slug.
Let's see. Wooden Tob says, I was visiting the zoo with my family, and about halfway through, we saw a piece of toast in a cage. Bewildered, I asked the zookeeper about it. He said it was bred in captivity. Wah, wah, wah. Here, he's got one more here. How many flies does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2, but how did they get inside the light bulb?
Ooh. Ooh.
Rough.
And I think I told this one, I think on episode 1 or 2. My grandfather kept telling everybody that the Titanic was going to sink. Finally, everybody had enough and kicked him out of the theater.
That's pretty good.
That was good.
That was good.
Do you like? I can't eat. I can't eat frog legs. I love them, but I can't eat them. They make me jumpy.
Ooh, that one's going to leave a mark. A husband says to his wife, "The guys at golf were saying that our mailman has slept with every woman on the block except one." His wife looks at him and goes, "I bet it's Claire."
Right, I saw that. That was good.
That was good. Bluebird Farm. Well done. Well done.
Keep going. I'm looking for these.
Okay. James D. Batchelor, what's the most adorable shape? A cute triangle. Safe for a family-friendly audience, isn't it?
Yep.
Right. Floyd was in the doctor's office, and the doctor said, your wife is sick. He said, "Oh, yeah? What's wrong with her?" "She has acute angina." He said, "I know. That's why I married her."
Yep. Our friend Richard Bro, who is from Louisiana, and he sent us a very nice letter. We also sent us a dad joke. Boudreaux and Thibodeau were talking one afternoon, and Boudreaux tells Thibodeau, "I think I'm ready for a little vacation, but this year I want to do something different. The last few years, I took your suggestion about where to go. 3 years ago, you said I should go to Hawaii. And I did, and Marie got pregnant. The next year you said go to the Bahamas. Marie got pregnant again. And last year you told me to go to Tahiti. Sure enough, Marie got pregnant again. This year, I want to go someplace cheaper so I can bring her with me.
That's a dad joke. That's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke. You ready? Or you want me to keep going?
No, you got the rest of them.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. What type of car did Jesus drive? A Chrysler. Ooh.
That one. You're taking risks on that one, pal.
Yeah. Get a helmet, kids. It's going to get ugly from here.
Scoot away from that man.
What do sprinters eat before a race?
I don't
Nothing.
know.
They fast.
That's
That was from Kitchen Sink 52.
Dad's killing us.
No. Franklin, our buddy Franklin, Tennessee Piper. What did mummies say when they finished up their last movie?
What?
That's a wrap.
Franklin. Shame on you.
Come on, Franklin. Come on.
Shame on you.
You've been a dad a long time. Come on now.
Franklin. That one stung.
Yeah. Terry Brewster, T-Bone, 95139. It was easy to stop women from eating Tide Pods, but I couldn't deter gents.
Terry knows better than that.
Come on, Terry. You caught Tim eating a salad 2 weeks ago. And Simon Hannington, by the way, was the one that sent the Titanic joke. I think I missed that. Kingdom Piper. I got a new job as a bank teller. I hadn't been working long when an elderly lady came in and asked me to check her balance. So I pushed her over.
That
was funny.
That was good. That was good, Kingdom Piper. Well done.
Two lions attack the ringmaster and a clown. And the one that ate the ringmaster finished. The one that ate the clown finished. The one that ate the clown asked the other one, "How'd you like the ringmaster?" It was pretty tasty. What'd you think of the clown? Because it tasted funny.
There we go. Groove and Piper. Groove and Piper. What's the difference between a coyote and a flea? One howls on the prairie and one prowls in the hairy.
That's actually kind of good.
Yeah, I like that one, Groove and Piper. Well done. Well done. Jason from BG Woodworks. How do you catch a polar bear with a can of peas? Cut a hole in the ice and sprinkle the peas around the hole. When the bear comes to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Come on. You're a great woodworker, Jason. We'll just let it go at that. Hammer and Pipe sent us this one. How do you tell the difference between a frog and a horny toad? A frog says, ribbit, ribbit. A horny toad says, rubbit, rubbit. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Piper Down 14. My wife asked if I was the only one she ever slept with. I said yes. All the others were 7s and 8s.
That's not bad too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Piper Down. That away.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I like that one too. My mostly unfabulous life. I once wrote a song about a tortilla, but it was more of a rap.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Red Weapon X. This isn't a dad joke, but Red Weapon X, and I threw it in just because I thought it was poignant and important. Best dad joke ever is the one that is heard and not said. Starts off with the kids, funny if they're daughters, and have some friends over and goes, "Hey, want to hear something funny? The decibel level that my younger daughter could scream no was louder than a Saturn V rocket takeoff. Oh, yeah. I've been there, Red Weapon X. I have been there.
Yep.
Another one from Terry, T-Bone, 95139. What's blue and doesn't weigh much? Light blue.
I read that one, and I thought, I can't be his friend anymore.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just can't.
Oh, okay. So Sean Montgomery sent us this one. It was a Facebook. What do you do for work? I race cars. Do you win many races? No, usually the cars are much faster. He does have a better one, and I'll read it now. So, Sean, this is your moment of redemption.
Redemption, yep.
Yeah. I threw a ball for my dog. It was a bit extravagant, but it was his birthday, and he looks good in a tuxedo.
Okay. I'll give him that one.
Anyway, Sean, that was
way to
better.
recover.
Yeah, nice recovery. Well done. Jeff Furness, also from Facebook. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Jeff, a joke becomes a dad joke, once it's apparent. 0 for 2.
Here. Hang on a minute. Is there another one? I'm gonna have a drink.
Yeah, we're drinking early now, Jeff, and it's your fault. Most people can't tell the difference between entomology and etymology, and I can't find the words for how much this bugs me. Yeah, redemption.
That's pretty good.
Redemption.
And he's up. And he's down. And he's up.
He's down twice, got knocked down twice, and comes back. And then he came up with this one. And we got this a couple of times, but it's okay. Jeff is the first one that sent it in. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Yeah. Pathfinder Pipes.
Couldn't it just stopped with the one before, huh?
Yeah. You know, we sometimes we have to keep going.
True.
And Pathfinder Pipes also sent us the exact same joke. She gave me a hug. Smoking again, Cisco. This is the knock knock joke, Tim. So knock knock.
All right. Who's there?
Yoda lady.
Yoda lady who?
Yeah, there we go. Cisco. Smoking again, Cisco. Oh, this one is from Chris Stape. Anniversary dinner last night, 25th, if you can believe it. Wonderful dinner with the little lady. After dessert, the waiter asked if he wanted me to box the leftovers. I said, nah, I'm not into violence. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got one for you.
All right.
If Pete and Repeat were sitting on the fence and Pete fell off, who would be left? Who?
Repeat.
If Pete and Repeat were sitting on a fence and Pete fell off, who would be left?
Oh, this could go on all day.
There you go.
Huh.
There you have it.
Was that your dad joke, or did someone send it to you?
No, it was my dad's dad joke.
Oh, all right. Yeah, okay. Now we get into the Todd Sanzini portion of the show.
Yeah.
Because
the Todd Sanzini section.
Yeah.
Everybody go to the bathroom.
If you need to refresh your drink. He sent a busload of jokes to us. And he started off with this one. Why couldn't the radish finish the race? He was just a little beat.
Shame on you. Keep going.
How rare is it for a cow to be struck by lightning?
I don't know.
Medium rare.
Gosh.
A horse walks into a bar. Hey, says the bartender. Shocked, the horse replies, how did you know my order? Todd,
Had to
come
dig
on.
for that one. Yeah.
Yeah. A scientist tried to make gum out of eggs. It was an experiment.
Todd, come on, man.
Okay.
Come on. We're counting on you.
And this is one that I actually like. So, the night no one expected to appear on the battlefield. Surprise.
That is kind of good.
That was good. A little redemption there for you, Todd. But he keeps going. And don't worry, many chances of redemption for Todd. What do you call a caveman's fart? A blast from the past. A surly-looking guy walks into a bar carrying jumper cables. He walks up to the bartender and grunts, "Give me a beer." The bartender says, "Okay, but I don't want you starting anything."
That was kind of good. Knowing it came from Todd, I'm going to give it an 8.
We're going to give it an 85. It had a good beat and the kids could dance to it. But had a friend over last night and she was dreaming and muttering about how she wrote Lord of the Rings trilogy. She was token in her sleep.
Oh. That one hit the rocks hard.
That
went right into the wall.
that left the transom behind.
Yeah,
that
face first.
That ship's taking water. Yeah. What do you get for winning a laziness competition? Atrophy. Don't worry, there's more. Todd keeps going, and we're reading them all.
By God, we're staying here to the bitter end.
Yeah, we are. We're going all the way with you, Todd. Viagra is a gateway drug. It leads to harder things.
Oh, man. Mitchell, 5 a.m.'s coming fast, isn't it?
Oh, I actually really like that one. I thought that was kind of hilarious. Peanut butter and jelly don't love each other, but I always find them in bread together.
I'm getting the vapors.
Yep, no. What do you call a female janitor who smokes weed?
I don't know.
A high maintenance woman.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. I bought a sail for my boat on Amazon the other day. Today I realized it's not the right size, so I called to cancel. They said it's too late. That sail has already shipped. Oh, wait, there's more. No, that was the end of...
Todd's like, I really hate these guys. I'm going to send them all my jokes.
And here's the last one from Todd.
I hate you guys so bad. Here's my jokes.
Kind of show killing. But here's his last one. While driving to work, robbers jumped into my car and stole everything. They were pirates of the Caribbean.
God, it's like I hate these I hate these motherfuckers. Well, Todd, we hate you too now.
And it must have taken him hours because it was just like he goes, "How many can I send in?" I said, "As many as you want." I regret that. You get your best one.
He says, "I'm in prison and all I have is a typewriter."
Yeah.
I got nothing but time on my hands.
Oh. So Stefan View, a friend of both of us, Tim, why can't ghosts get other ghosts pregnant?
I don't know.
Because they Halloweenies.
Jeez.
Johnny Mullis, as now Johnny Mullis takes over for Todd here for a minute. We've got a couple from Johnny. Why don't ghosts get fat? Or why do ghosts get fat?
I don't know.
They don't exercise.
That was a
Woody.
reach.
Yeah. Why does Dracula always give his girlfriend love bites?
I don't know.
Because he's a necromancer.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
And what do you call an Italian with rubber feet?
I don't know.
Roberto.
That was actually kind of good.
Yeah. Don't worry. Johnny, what do you call a Spanish guy that's had his car stolen?
Oh.
Carlos.
Hmm.
Taking over the mantle from Todd here, Mr. Mullis. I went to the doctor the other day. I said, "Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. What shall I do?" The doctor said, "Pull yourself together, man."
That's a dad joke, man. I want out of the car right now. Let me out. Help.
Just pull
Screaming
over.
help. Yeah.
How long till we get there? Get me out of this. This one was sent in from James Law, who sent us the great one, the meme the other week, which we really enjoyed. Honey, when I die, I want to be cremated and made into chili. His wife, why chili? The husband, so I can tear that ass up one more time.
That's a good one.
Up there. That's good.
Well done, James. Well done.
On topic.
That's
right.
That's a good one.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's more Johnny Mullis coming. My sister's wedding was beautiful. Even the cake was in tears.
Yeah. Johnny.
And here's one, and I'm going to read it, and someone's going to have to explain it to me because sometimes I have room temperature IQ levels. I once got bitten by a werewolf at full moon, but I'm all right. No how.
No how?
Anyone? No how. Yeah.
I'm going to have to think on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Darren Goodwin sent that one in. I apologize to Johnny. Okay. Now we go to Ben Campbell.
Well, that's an oxymoron, right? Darren Goodwin.
Yeah. What do pirates do when they're home on Saturday mornings? They go to yard sales. Why don't Mexicans cross the border in threes? No trace passing. Ben. No. Jerry Schwartz. What do you call birds that stick together? Velcros.
What do you think, Mitchell?
Next.
Yeah. Okay. So we've run through all the dad jokes at this point.
Okay,
that was.
right. I got it. So read the chili joke one more time.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's two that stick out to me. The
Okay.
chili one for sure.
The husband. Honey, when I die, I want to be cremated and made into chili. The wife. Why chili? The husband. So I can tear that ass up one last time.
And you tell it perfect.
Yeah, you do. There's something about Jim saying tear that ass up that's just hilarious.
So we have James. Which other one did you guys like?
Titanic was good.
The which one?
The Titanic.
Oh, the Titanic. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one too. The one that jumped out at me was early in the. I did like Todd Sanzini's the Viagra joke. You know, it's a gateway drug. It leads to harder things. That was pretty good. And let me go back to the beginning. I did like Bluebird Farms. A husband says to his wife, the guys at golf were saying that our mailman has slept with every one of
Yeah, I like
woman
that
on
one
the,
too. Yeah.
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 Are those the two that we're going to decide from? Was there anything else that jumped out at you guys?
Well, a lot of them jumped out at me like, somebody jumping up from behind a bush with a club and hitting me in the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of the batch, it'd be those three. But in order for me, it'd be the chili joke, followed by the Titanic joke, followed by the last one, the one that you just.
Yeah, I agree with you. The chili joke got the biggest laugh for sure.
Okay. Well, James Law, congratulations. You have run the Christmas 23 Savinelli 626.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Send me your address. I will get that out into the mail to you this week, along with some other special prizes. You may get a set of coasters with our warning logo on it. You may get other stuff. Congratulations. That was nothing short of spectacular. What a great joke.
Yeah, thanks everybody. That was going to the trouble of sending those in. Those were some of them they're true dad jokes, but that chili one, that one got me.
Yeah, I was cracking up at that one when I saw that one when that came through. I was like, I think I got a winner here.
And don't forget that this the giveaway pipe was donated by Mitchell, MBSD Pipes, and thank you for that. And there's Jim's holding up the logo. Mitchell, you want to tell everybody where to find your website, and we'll put a link to your website below as well.
If you go to mbsdpipes.com or just Google us, we'll be the first thing you see. MBSD Pipes, and we're glad to do it.
Yeah,
excellent. That was a hoot.
Thank you. That was a good time.
I am a huge fan of dad jokes, and I appreciate everybody sending it in. But James, you came through with one that had all three of us cracking up. So well done.
That was a good one.
Well done. All right. Mitchell, if you want to stick around, we're going to talk about what's new in our collections, what's new in pipes, what's new in tobacco, and then ask us anything.
You guys have fun. I've got an early morning, so you guys have fun.
Mitchell,
right.
Thanks so much. It's good seeing you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you so much again. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
He says he's got to get up at 5:30.
Yeah. Well, you and I will have been up by 3 hours at that point.
Right. I know.
He hasn't crossed the threshold yet. He's still needing sleep. So
yeah.
But fantastic pipe, fun show.
That's a beautiful pipe. Hold that up one more time.
Oh yeah, I absolutely. And to hear people say that this is not just a fantastic pipe, I don't know what they're. The blue is stunning. It's so rich, and it's gorgeous. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous.
Savinelli makes a nice pipe. For production pipes.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I'm a huge proponent. If you're going to get your first production pipe and you want to spend a little bit of money on it, get a Savinelli. You cannot go wrong with one of those. Yeah. All right. So, Tim, what's new in your collection this week?
Well, true to form, I got no new pipes other than the ones that I've made. And just been back in the shop, busy. It's been great. All right. Yeah.
Let's talk about what showed up here.
What'd you get?
There's this fine artisan pipe maker, PapaBear's Pipes.
Oh, and that guy. I hear he's an asshole.
He's a prick with feet, but we love him anyway. I got this cherry wood sitter. It is absolutely gorgeous. I took it out for an afternoon in the garage with me yesterday while I was watching it snow and being miserable. And it absolutely smokes like a dream. I love the grain on it. The detail in the stem work is just, the stummel and the adornments and how the stem fits together. Just absolutely spectacular work. Well done.
Cool. I think that's ironwood, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like
the adornment and the mortise. Yeah. Or ironwood.
Yeah. Now, here's a helpful tip for you kids, because I spent about 15 years in Arizona. Don't burn ironwood in your fireplace for any reason whatsoever, because what it smells like burning is 10-year-old cat piss. It is just the most vile smelling wood you can possibly burn.
Yeah.
It's hard as a rock. It's gorgeous. Just don't burn it. It's bad.
Yeah.
And then Tim posted this to the website, and he goes, hey, take a look at the website for me real quick. And of course, it is a plateau top Dublin, absolutely spectacular swirl stem on it. Absolutely gorgeous. I said, you know what, Tim? I think that one needs to make the trip to Colorado as well.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just a spectacular piece of work. So,
did you take her for a spin yet?
Oh, yeah. It went to work with me on Friday. It showed up Thursday, went to work with me on Friday. So I got to have
nice.
The drive home, the drive to work and the drive home from work, and it absolutely smoked spectacularly. So,
good.
More great work.
Yeah, good.
So
I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah. Well, it's and this is and I posted about it on Friday, because this is the dilemma of being your friend, is like, oh, hey, what do you think of this? Oh, shit. No,
send it over.
Yeah, you better send that one too.
We'll send the other one.
just, what do you do for a living, Jim? Well, I'm an indentured servant to Tim currently. I am at his beck and call.
Yeah.
So,
you've had some exciting doings at the Denver area with all the snow, new snow. Everybody loves it there.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I went out Tuesday and got a matching set of shovels for my wife and my son. And tragically, the shovel didn't fit my wife's hand. Luckily, it fit mine. So so my son and I got to go out earlier today, shovel the walk, and because we have a small dog, Cooper, who is absolutely majestic at 20 pounds and about 9 inches off the ground, he built for speed, you need to clear you need to clear off the patio too, so the Cooper can get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Great.
Yeah. Why don't just shovel the yard?
Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. And Jim, you're cooking on the grill tonight. You're going to need to shovel, the deck so that you can get to the grill without bringing snow in. Oh,
Jeez.
Good. Yeah.
Doesn't it disappear as fast as it comes, though, when it's the sun comes out, and you'll get a day where it'll be 65 degrees Tuesday or something like that, and it'll all be gone. It'll be mud.
Yeah. So here in Denver, this is one of the few states that you can get all 4 seasons in a single day.
Yeah.
It was 74 here on Thursday. It will be 70 here on Friday.
Oh, wow.
This coming week.
Yeah.
Today, right now, currently, it is a balmy, run around in your shorts. And the weather, it is currently 17 here in Parker.
Oh, God. Yuck.
Yeah.
Jay.
And for those of you that like winter, I just want to say this from the bottom of my heart. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know.
Why in the world it's cold and miserable. It's snowing. I had
joints
my truck
hurt.
Yeah. Oh, Jim, don't you like winter? No, I moved to places specifically so that I didn't have to experience winter. And the job carried me here, and I'm
Yeah.
back to winter, and I'm hating life. For the first time, and I can't remember how long. So Diane and I went grocery shopping on Saturday, and it was cold.
Yeah.
And Diane, always fashionable, looked great, not dressed appropriately for the 22 degrees that it was outside. Oh, can you let me off at the door? Oh, you bet. Let me hike from the hinterlands of the Costco parking lot.
You go in and you're like, oh, God. You leave the grocery store and go directly to confession because of all the shit you said on the way in.
Oh, absolutely. And for those of you that don't know, Tim and I are both Catholic. And if I didn't swear like I did, my confessions would be rather dull. But because I swear a lot, it's a lot more
swearing
fun.
in confession, that's the problem.
Yeah. Can you believe it? The thing that scares me the most in life is that I will have a stroke. And they say that when you have a stroke, the thing that you say immediately after it is whatever is running through your head most often. I cannot spend any length of time repeating what's going through my head because the phrase, what the fuck, pops out of my mouth at least 600 times a day.
Right. Well, have you ever seen the T-shirt that says, what do we want? Tourette's. When do we want it? Cunt.
Exactly. And our twos of listeners need to get out there to find that T-shirt. My son got a T-shirt, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So it's a picture of Werner von Braun, and he says, I keep shooting for the stars, but I only hit London. He was wearing that the other day, and I was just crying. I thought, that's hilarious. German rocket scientist. Yeah, I'm aiming for the stars, but I only hit London. Oh, excellent. All right. So what's new in pipes, Mr. Beaumont? We were talking before we started the show that it's just been kind of a flurry of activity for you. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I get back from the show and I started adding pipes to the website. And I think I've got just about everything on there that is made that is for sale. And it seemed as I no sooner got them put on than they were flying off, people buying them. It's kind of, that's why I was asking Mitchell about, what do you see in terms of, the sort of cycles in the pipe business, and because it'll go for a while where it's like you've been forgotten about, and then all of a sudden you just can't keep things on the shelf. And I'm not complaining. It's just all of a sudden, what was the thing that's all of a sudden that has got all the activity happening, and I get commissions, lots of commission work now.
Yeah.
So maybe it is that last quarter thing, maybe.
Yeah. You told me like 15 commissions coming up?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thrill of being an artisan. When people call you up and say, I trust you to make this for me. That's just got to be a magical feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you'd like, you can send me your stem material and I can drill off-centered holes for you if you so desire. I can destroy acrylic and Cumberland like no one's ever seen.
Well, I had to get some new bits, and I was able to find 3/16 12-inch long drill bit. And
really?
It got here, for making Magnum pipes.
Mm-hmm.
And because you want to put a stainless steel tube in the shank, because the shank's long and it's thin.
Mm-hmm.
And it got here. I got the notification on my phone. I opened the front door, and the package was actually still sitting there on the porch. Buddy hadn't gotten it and torn it apart and taken my brand new drill bits and lost them in the leaves somewhere.
Well, but he gets a treat for that, doesn't he? Absolutely.
He's falling down on the job, man.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on, buddy?
What's the matter with you?
Yeah. Most packages scare Cooper, so we're pretty good there. Most packages are bigger than Cooper, so, All right. Let's talk about what's new in tobacco. So my good friend Tim sent me a jar of homemade maple syrup. And from maple syrup, I made maple jack topping, which I'm very excited to try. My son's like, wow, that smells amazing.
Yeah.
And then the one that I'm most excited about is maple Irish, which it just has a breathtaking flavor to it. And I'm not a narrow guy. I'm just not. But I have so many people asking me about, will you do this arrow for me? Will you do that arrow for me? I'm like, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try something for you. And then lastly, Richard Bro, who sent us the Thibodeau Robideau joke, asked me about making a curmudgeon blend, which I think I have a basis for at this point. And I started thinking, okay, what do curmudgeons have in common? When you went to Grandma's house, what did she have in her candy dish?
Werther's?
Butterscotch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Butterscotch.
Irish butterscotch. So when you get butterscotch flavoring, it is about the consistency of liquid peanut butter. So it will not go through a spray bottle very well. So I cut it with a little Irish whiskey, and it has a very distinct, unique, very tasty curmudgeon-y flavor. So Richard, I'm going to be working on curmudgeon here before too long. So that's kind of exciting.
That the maple jack, and what's the other one? Oh, maple Irish.
Yep, mapled Irish and mapled Gentleman Jack.
So you put that on a Virginia, perhaps? Something sweet, huh?
I've found that when you're making aromatic blends, one of the things that people complain about is tongue bite. Why is it so, hot? Well, because most of the toppings that they put on have a high concentration of glycopropyl alcohol, which I react to poorly. I just can't. I don't like it. So when I make toppings, I always try to use instead of glycopropyl alcohol, an actual alcohol. Spirit. A bourbon.
Good booze.
Yeah, and it imparts the flavor just as well. And I don't remember. I think it was the latest incarnation from the Sun Bear from Cornell and Deal.
Yeah,
had they used tequila blanco and the honey in it, and they use that honey to cut it so that they can put it on. And that's kind of the direction I lead. And I am very much more of a European style topping than an American style. If you can't, so my philosophy is if you can't taste the tobacco, get a vape.
Right.
Get a vape. And I find that burley is probably one of the best absorbers that holds the flavoring better. So typically the blends will have some Virginia in it to give it a little bit of sweetness and some depth of character, but it'll typically be more of a burley blend.
Okay.
I posted the other day that I'd made a bunch of custom blends. So Rob has got one that he wanted. He had very specific ingredients. He wanted some cigar leaf and some rustica and some Virginias, and he wanted it have Buffalo Trace on it. So I got that made. Yeah. Richard from EP Pipes, who's been a longtime supporter of the show and a good friend of both of us, he wanted a vapor, so I made him a vapor. And Eric from EMC Custom Cobs, Katrina, wanted a very specific aromatic. She wanted something that tasted like a dreamsicle. So I came up with a mixture of vanilla and orange and a little caramel to give it that dreamsicle kind of flavor to it. So Those are heading out the door tomorrow, so they should have them by next week.
Yeah.
And then I made the bitters blends for Kane Addison. And I came up with cranberry holiday and grapefruit morning were both just something really interesting. And then I made one with a black walnut bitters on it, and these all have bitters on it.
All right.
So that's kind of exciting. And Matt, okay, Jeep 8, there's a box coming to you. Careful what you wish for you will surely get it.
Well, that I was thinking that the maple might be sort of like Autumn Evening or so, Cornel and Deal, the Autumn Evening.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it'll probably be reminiscent of that a little bit.
Yeah.
I have a can of that, and I began smoking it when I first started smoking pipes, and I liked it, but now I just nothing against them. I mean, it's just not my thing anymore, and it even makes your fingers sticky when you take it out of the.
Yeah, and see, that's what I don't. Last week we talked. We kind of made fun of Captain Black Grape, and Captain, and we made a lot of fun of Captain Black Grape. And if that's a pipe tobacco you like, we're terribly sorry.
It's just the idea that a pipe tobacco would have a grape flavor. I don't know. It's just kind of funny.
I used to give out, there was an 800, 555, 1527. Now you just have to dial 888. It's suicide prevention. There's help waiting for you. Don't do that. No, I don't really care if anybody does. But American aromatics are typically so oversaturated with topping.
Yeah.
That, they're goopy. It's not. I've come up a way around it. I watch some of the other blenders, and they'll just pour the liquid right on and mix everything up. And then I think that gives it a little bit more of that goopier feeling, especially when you're mixing in bulk.
Yeah.
You can get, when you apply the topping that way, it is strictly my opinion, but you will get, there'll be the goopy tin, where it's got the 1.5 or 1.75 or 2 ounces of it. That'll just be a wee bit goopy.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm partial to, when I smoke aromatics, one of my favorite aromatics is Blue Note from Dan Tobacco, because you can still taste the tobacco. It's got the hints of vanilla in it, but it's still very, very good. And I like Captain Black, the original, but it's got to be old Captain Black. Take it out of the pouch, take it out of the can, put it in a jar, put it away for 2 years. It'll be great. You'll love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what's new in tobacco. We do have, let's see, let me scroll back down here to the bottom. Oh, here's an interesting one. So Mike from Bishop Pipes got a hold of me on Friday, and he wants a burley blend with a cinnamon clove nutmeg topping on it. So, Mike, if you're listening to the podcast, clove showed up today, clove liquid. So I'm waiting for the nutmeg. I have the cinnamon. It's one of those flavors I bought, and I go, what am I going to put this on? Toast. I don't really know what.
Right.
So
how will the nutmeg come? Will that be I
found
powder?
it in a liquid form. No, it's
really?
a liquid form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
When you hunt hard enough, you can find it, and that's the one we're waiting for, because it's got to come from some small village outside of Oslo.
So it must be like
an
alcohol tincture with nutmeg in it or something, right? Because isn't that like it's a nut, right? That they would grind up. Yeah. Okay.
It comes from the same place that you get almond milk from. Because we've all had an almond or two, and I'm not sure how anybody milks one of those little bastards.
No, I know. Their little tits are like real tiny.
Those things are dry, little
nuts.
So
you got to really tug on them.
You've got to really talk dirty to them to get those puppies going.
Right.
And then last, Riley contacted me, and he talked about he'd really like a vapor, and he specifically wants plantation pineapple rum as a top, so it'll be a navy flake, a navy blend.
Okay.
And, of course, here in beautiful Parker, Colorado, none of the liquor stores around here had it, so I had to order it. So it's okay. We'll get to it when they get to it. So lastly, in the Ask Us Anything, did you get any Ask Us Anything questions this week?
I did not.
All right. Okay. So Jonathan Luchuk sent me a message. Do you have any tips on adding rum, whiskey, flavor toppings, whether it's a recipe or a technique? I've read too much sugar can cause harshness, so where should I start? Okay. This is what I'll tell you. People like me respond poorly to glycopropyl alcohol. So the less glycopropyl alcohol you can put on it is better. And I have found, and this is why you see these are all in, everything that I apply is on a spray bottle. And the way I do it is 3 pumps on the top, so say it's 2 ounces that I'm mixing up a jar for somebody. 3 ounces on the top, mix it up, 3 more shots, mix it up again, and then 3 more shots, and then let it set for about 30 minutes before, if you're going to jar it, let it sit for 30 minutes. If you're going to press it, again, leave it 30 minutes because that allows the alcohol to evaporate off. And where people get that tongue bite more often is from the alcohol. And it lets it, and it leaves the flavor. And the reason that I do like Navy, and I have several Navy flakes or, Navy blends in my collection, is because I love the flavor that rum imparts. I do use Four Roses bourbon. I do use a bunch of other alcohols because I like the flavors that they impart. But again, the key is, let that alcohol evaporate off before you jar it or before you press it. So, and spray it on. Someone once called me and says, well, yeah, I poured this all over my tobacco. And I said, well, is it floating in the bowl? He goes, yeah. Okay. You've drowned it. It's done.
Take the bowl and sip that off.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and get a straw. Now it's going to be a little grainy, but go ahead and siphon that little bit off. Yeah, don't let it go to waste. But it doesn't take much to impart the flavor on it. And then if you're mixing blends, Jonathan, there are some things that take flavor better than others. Like if you try to, you have a Latakia forward blend and you're trying to meld the flavors, because Latakia has been smoked for so long, it doesn't absorb very well. And neither does Perique. Perique has already absorbed all that it's going to absorb. It's ready to go. So you have to look at Virginias, you have to look at Burleys, you have to look at Orientals, and those do tend to absorb a little bit better. So there you go. I hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions, Jonathan, don't hesitate to ask us.
Good question.
Good question, Jonathan. Yeah.
All right.
So anything else? Any final thoughts?
Yes. Last episode, we gave away the quarter-end pipe, olive billiard, and we're going to have another one coming up in the end of December, 1st of January. But I don't know what to make. And I'm looking for suggestions.
Oh.
So what we said last week, and I'll repeat it this time, if you will email me, put the email address down below, email me with what you'd like to see me make as the giveaway pipe for the end of the third quarter, or end of the fourth quarter, December 31. And all of the people, and only the people who give me the suggestions, will be eligible for the drawing for this particular pipe. So if I've only got one, that's what I'll make, and you'll be the winner. If there are two, you got a 50% chance.
And as a bonus, we already have one. Caleb from Berkridge Pipes sent me an email and said, hey, here's what I'm interested in. And part of the deal is, if you'd like, whatever pipe that you pick, if you'd like a custom blend, I'll make something up for you. And Caleb put in what he'd like to see in a pipe, and he also put in what he'd like to see in a blend. So well done, Caleb.
Thanks, Caleb.
So,
Alrighty.
yeah,
Well, we got one in the pot.
We got one in. So we're at one. Our twos of listeners, we're waiting for the other one of you to send us in a suggestion.
At least we know they're listening. Yeah. Both of you.
Yeah. And by the way, I was looking at the demographics of our viewership on YouTube. I haven't seen the Spotify or the Apple yet.
Yeah.
Our audience is almost exclusively 45 to 60 and also 100% exclusively men. So
that's good. That's good.
Thank you, both of you. Look, we appreciate. We know who you are now. You know,
we know we're not insulting the finer sex. We got to do better.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, man, are we still having fun? Because I'm sure having fun.
I'm having a ball.
This.
I like doing this. I don't care if anybody watches it.
No, it's just me and you hanging out. We got to talk to Mitchell. We have some great guests coming up, by the way.
That's right.
It looks like next week will be San Diego Pipe Club. Have we? They got back to us yet?
Terry Brewster. Yeah, they want to, but I thought it was Terry Brewster.
Oh, we're going to do Terry next week?
Yeah,
all right.
Terry next week,
Brewster.
and then the San Diego Pipe Club guys the following week.
And the week after that, Anthony from Castle Briars.
Right.
So we have got 3 weeks in a row of hard-hitting, informative, 60 minutes interviews.
I know.
And when Terry comes on next week, there'll be 3 of us that are exactly alike. That call that we had. Yeah, that call that we had the other weekend. I was laughing so hard I was crying. That's just half the fun of talking to you guys.
That's right. I feel sorry for our listeners.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them. You two guys take the weekend off.
Relax. I'll have my wife download it twice. It'll be fine. She'll download it on Apple, Spotify. She'll watch it on YouTube.
Heck yeah.
And I'm still butthurt that sort of weird has come to an end. And I'm thinking about doing. Yeah, and I'm thinking about doing another podcast. I really like the premise of that sort of weird, And I was kicking around some ideas, and I was thinking, okay, how about, like history, mysteries, and the supernatural? That'd be cool to do.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. So
it's an interesting concept. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike from Pipe and Tamper actually hooked me up with some equipment to actually do my own podcast. So I think that's maybe at some point.
Yeah. When he and I sat together and did an interview at the Las Vegas show, and which incidentally, if you're listening to this and you haven't listened to Pipe and Tamper, pick that up on Spotify, Apple, but interviewed a lot of people at the pipe show, and it was all very good. Mike does a fabulous job, but he was showing me the mixing equipment that he uses.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
And it really makes the job easy, the uploading and that sort of thing. So yeah,
and you can control the sound, and he's going to coach me how to use it. So
yeah, nice.
I'm kind of excited about that. So
he's a good guy.
Again, he is, and that episode came out this morning, episode 2 of the Vegas Pipe Show with Jay and Mike at Pipe and Tamper.
Right.
There are a ton of YouTube channels that we haven't talked about yet that we probably should. At Noah's House is a fantastic. Parsimonious Piper is another one. Brad from the Bearded Piper has his own YouTube channel and does a very nice show. Yep. There's a ton of really talented people to listen to, and we're sure thankful that you stopped by and chat with us. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And, we're just beyond thrilled. And James Law, congratulations. You're getting a 7LE 626
good
Christmas
for you, my
pipe.
man. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Tear that ass up.
Yeah. I did like the Viagra one. It's a gateway drug. Leads to harder things.
Leads to harder things, yeah.
That's right. When you absolutely positively need to cut a brick in half with your Johnson, Viagra.
Right.
Honey, I'm hard enough to pound nails, but you'll do.
Right.
You know, I hope nobody is watching the show because it's been a profanity laced show.
Would
And
you
I can't.
ever think, oh, my God, I hope my priest doesn't find this.
Oh, you know, Father Brian, please don't listen
Don't
anymore
listen.
to this
Well,
show.
I'm afraid he does.
Yeah, him too. Don't worry, Father. We're both going to be in confession this week, and let me practice my Hail Marys now.
Well,
You know.
I mean, look, God's got a sense of humor. I mean, look at the guy next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, wrong way. The hell of being left-handed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, you know, the other highlight was when I was out shoveling snow, the neighbor was getting rid of a bookshelf. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
He goes, yeah, I lost all the shelf pin for it, and I'm just going to get rid of it. And I said, ooh, I'll take that off your hands because, you know, I don't know about what your shop looks like. Do you have bins full of stuff like that you've saved from other
It's a
projects?
wreck. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have a jar full of shelf pins from all the stuff that's fallen apart over the course. You know, I take the corner brackets off and, you know, whatever else I can salvage off of it.
Keep all that hardware. You might use it someday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it came in handy today because I had a jar full of those shelf pins and some bitch.
All right.
I've got all my blenders on shelves now. Posted a picture of it on Instagram about an hour ago. Or actually, it's about 2 hours now. But
yeah, good.
You know, with a picture of the 7.5 inches of snow that I shoveled off the effing deck. Winter.
Well, I have an addition that I'm doubling the size of my shop. I just don't have any room. The bins with briar in them and rod material, and then once you cut into a piece of rod material, now you got the stub end, but you're not going to throw it away because you can use it for something. And so I just have these
adornment.
Yeah, and I just have containers full of this stuff, and boxes of deer horn or deer antler, and stacks of wood cut-offs, and that's just that stuff. Now, not to mention tools, and So anyway, I'm going to put an addition on double the size of the shop so that I can double the amount of shit that I can have to walk around.
Yeah, I'm doubling the space that I'll need to vacuum. Excellent.
Right. That's right. Now when I lose a tool, I'll have double the places to go look for it.
Yeah. You know,
take me twice as long.
And I have one of those rolling toolboxes that I keep my tools in. And when I moved, I had a plumber's wrench at one time, and I have no idea where it went. And I needed it this week. And I was just crawling around under the sink, and it's like, man, I got to find this thing. I couldn't find it. And I went and bought it. And of course, immediately after buying it, what did I find?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now I have two. So, bonus.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hell it is to be stupid.
What did John Wayne say? Life's hard, but it's harder when you're stupid.
You're stupid. Yeah, exactly. So I have a brand new $15.90 Husky.
Yeah.
Plumber's wrench.
Harbor Freight. It's good for one turn. The thing explodes.
Make it a good one.
Yeah, it's good because it's going to explode.
Yeah. I have a Harbor Freight 1x20 inch belt sander. Don't press too hard on it because it'll stop and smoke. So yeah, it's for light sanding.
I have a reciprocating saw. It's got a cord on it and everything, but I use it to pound nails and pry on things with, And
it makes a good chalk, when you need to put something behind the tire of your vehicle.
Right. Take the blade out and stick it underneath it. Yeah. I had to take something apart and cut it up while I was working on it. And, this $32 reciprocating saw, I had it, and I was prying on things as it was cutting and everything. It's like, it smells like something burning. What is that? What's that smell?
Nothing important. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah.